Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. This is the Sunday video for Calculus 3 for November 15th, 2020. Yes, it's still the year 2020, and we have a month and a half to go. The semester is 3/4 over. We have 1/4 of a semester left. Officially, the 12 weeks are gone, and now we are going into week 13. Less than a month left in the semester because the Wednesday, the 9th of December is when your final exam will take place. So let's figure out what's been happening in this course and what will be taking place this week. Okay, so we are in chapter 6, vector calculus. Hopefully you have studied this past week vector fields, section 1, and then section 2 was long, and that was line integrals, and section 3, conservative vector fields, and this goes with the fundamental theorem of line integrals, which is really cool. I think it's an upper or an upgrade version of the fundamental theorem of calculus. All right, so this coming week you are doing also another 3 sections. Section 4, Green's theorem. This is nice and it's not very long. Section 6, divergence and curl. This is a very short section. We just define what the divergence is for a vector field and what the curl is for a vector field. And then you will spend a lot of time in section 6.6, surface integrals. All right, so remember back here, actually in chapter 3, you learned how to parameterize lines or how to parameterize curves, such as helixes and straight lines and so on. Here, you will learn how to parameterize surfaces. And of course, you will need 2 parameters in this case, right? So section 6.4, 6.5, and 6.6 are your sections to study this semester, this week, this semester too. Okay, your study groups have been formed already, and so make contact, reach out, and work together as you work on these problems. An extra credit assignment has been developed, and I can show you what that is. Hold on a second. Maybe by the way, if you go to this, you click on this announcements menu item, okay, you will see all the assignments, right? And under homework, the very last thing I put on here is this thing called topology, all right? So if you click on that, you will see what that is. It's an extra credit assignment up to 4 homework points. And this is basically the recording of the talk I gave this past Friday. Now, some of you were there. You already submitted your summary or your feedback, and that's great. You've already received 5 points. But for those of you who could not attend due to conflict or whatever, you can watch this 59-minute long video. And you can just give me a feedback in 1 or 2 paragraph forms, and you will get 5 credits. Part of this has to do with this non-orientable surfaces, which will come up in Stokes' theorem next week. So you may want to pay attention to that. All right, so that's a little extra credit opportunity for you. And more extra credit credit points will probably appear in the form of a discussion board. Okay, but that's not yet formed yet. All right, so that's pretty much it. We do have one more thing, and that is a big event coming up this week, and it's called the International Forum for Youth. And you've got information on this and maybe from other professors. Let me show you what that means. Yeah, so this coming week is the International Education Week, and at COC, we are inviting several inside and outside speakers to hold this International Forum on Youth 2020. This started last year, and I am promoting this because I am one of the 2 co-hosts or 2 co-coordinators on the faculty for this exciting week-long conference. And you can look at these, some of these topics. Many of these topics have to do with challenges faced by youth today all over the world. And especially maybe you can take a look at these things, and you can attend whichever you may be interested in. I am not giving extra credit because these are pretty much humanities topics and not related to mathematics, but please attend. And there's a student forum, which is kind of exciting. I think it's on Tuesday. And so I think that would be a good thing. All right, so that's a student panel right here. All right, that's it. And based on this, because I have to host these things, my office hours will be changed a little bit this week, Monday and Thursday, 1 to about 1:45 p.m. Because this year, both Monday and Thursday of this week, I have to Zoom into these conference meetings at 2 p.m. So I think my office hours will be cut short from 1 p.m. to about 1:40 or 1:50 p.m. And then I will have to log into these other meetings. Okay, I think that's about it for this week. Okay, so continue your work. You just keep up your good work. Just few more sections left in this semester. So this week, again, you are to do 6.4 and 6.5, both of which are fairly quick, and then spend a lot of time on 6.6. All right, have a great week. And again, I'll always be available when you need some help. So please contact me if you need to talk to me and chat with me about your calculus or whatever. All right. Have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.